Today on People Now.
Hawaii Five-0 star Keough Woolford dies after suffering a severe stroke.
Tributes from his co-stars pour in.
My friends would come over and we would be joking about my leukemia.
SNL's Vanessa Bayer reveals how childhood cancer and comedy went hand in hand.
Carrie Fisher, so Princess Leia, is talking about her affair with Harrison Ford when she was on location.
God, no.
I know.
I don't know if I should know this.
I can't believe what Rogue One star Diego Luna had to say about Carrie Fisher's affair with Harrison Ford. I've got his amazing response.
Plus, quick, do you have these products in your medicine cabinet? If not, you are missing out, but we've got you covered this morning with the People Beauty Awards. Good morning, guys. Welcome to People Now. I'm trying to think how many of those products do I actually have. I don't think any of them, but I will after today, and you can too. Stick around for that. The People Beauty Awards, so much more to get to today. Here's what you need to know and what's trending, beginning with this. Keough Woolford, who played Detective James Chang on Hawaii Five-0, has passed away at the age of 49. Woolford, who wrote, directed, and produced the 2013 independent film The Haumana, died on Monday afternoon at a hospital in Oahu, Hawaii. His publicist confirmed all this to People that his death came 3 days after suffering a severe stroke on November 25th. Hawaii Five-0 star Daniel Day Kim tweeted, "As talented as you were, I will remember you most for your kindness. Thank you for sharing your light with us, Keough Woolford. Rest in peace." Actress Kelly Hu, who starred in the CW show Arrow and who had a role in The Haumana, said Woolford gave her creative freedom when it came to portraying her character in his film. She said this, "He didn't pigeonhole me like so many other people in Hollywood did. He gave me the opportunity to bring the character of Linda to life. He was a great talent who allowed other talents to shine. I will miss my chosen brother immensely." And Dennis Chun, who plays Sergeant Duke on Hawaii Five-0, wrote on his Facebook page, "It is with a broken heart and sadness that I bid Keough Woolford aloha. He was a beautiful spirit and light that blessed this Ayana with grace and eloquence. There are no words to convey the sense of loss so many of us feel. Laura and I convey our most sincere condolences to his ohana and all who loved him. Your canoe has departed, my friend. May the tides take you to a safe harbor. May the beauty of the rainbow rise to meet you, and may the halaus of heaven welcome you with lays of aloha and love. Mahalo for your friendship. I love you and will miss you in all the days to come. Until we meet again, aloha." Moving on to this, in this week's People, late-night host Chelsea Handler is taking viewers inside her Los Angeles home. Handler, who previously lived with roommates or boyfriends, tells People, "This is the first time I've lived alone. When I come home and get to be by myself, it's a gift, and I treasure it. I used to not be able to be alone, but now I think I'm great company." Handler, who has dated 50 Cent and hotelier Andrea Ballas, is single and says, "I do want to be in love, but no one is knocking at my door. LA is weird. Everyone is gay or married. I gotta wait for a bunch of people to get divorced, I guess," as only she can say. For even more from the host of Netflix's Chelsea, check out the new issue of People on newsstands everywhere Friday. Well, guys, Saturday Night Live's Vanessa Bayer is opening up about battling cancer as a teen and reveals how humor helped her cope and even inspired her career in comedy. The SNL cast member was diagnosed with leukemia at age 15, but says she was never really that scared of the disease, thanks to her friends and family who always managed to find the humor in everything. Watch.
But honestly, I have to say, I think it's part of the reason I went into comedy is because I was sick, because my parents and my brother, my dad is a really funny guy, and we would always make jokes about it. And my friends would come over and we would be joking about my leukemia, which sounds, sort of messed up, out of context, but it actually put everyone sort of at ease. So it was it didn't make me feel alienated from my friends or anything, because we all could sort of joke about it. And it was so helpful to me that I do think either directly or indirectly it's kind of why I went into comedy.
And Bayer says that she feels like her life has come full circle now, because when she was once battling cancer, she went to Hawaii thanks to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and now her favorite part of being a cast member on Saturday Night Live is meeting with Make-A-Wish kids whose dream it is to visit the SNL set. Watch this.
One of the things that's been really cool about being a former Wish kid with Make-A-Wish is that a lot of kids, their wish is to come see Saturday Night Live. So I've gotten to meet a lot of them at the show, and I'll tell them and tell their parents that I was a Wish kid and everything, and it's very emotional and full circle and just cool to see. And also I'm always why wasn't this my wish? I loved going to Hawaii, but also I should have totally gone to SNL.
And from comedy to music, music icon Loretta Lynn is still a force to be reckoned with, and she's sharing her first hit of marijuana with us. The legend and her family share their holiday plans in the new issue of People, and despite her age, 84, the icon doesn't plan on stopping her singing career anytime soon. She tells People, what's age got to do with it? I ain't ready to lay down and die. I can probably outwork anyone in Nashville. And this is probably my favorite part, when Lynn recalls the first time that she tried marijuana, saying, I got glaucoma and they gave me one of these cigarettes. I took one smoke off of it and it hit me right here in the chest. I like to have died. Glaucoma is just going to have to take over. Amazing. The singer also says she is so happy when she gets to spend time with her family, especially around the holidays, telling People for their gatherings, everybody holds hands and prays before the meal. It's love and hugs and good food. I love her sense of humor. You can sort of sense it even.
Stars are so open about that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
it's
right.
Really funny.
And it's great because she's just got this sort of relevance.
Yeah.
Even with her age and everything, she's still in the game, and
I love it.
Really great. All right, even more trending news for us.
Yes, I do, Jeremy. So guys, who cannot wait to see Natalie Portman as Jackie Kennedy? I'm so excited. Well, the star is opening up about what could be her most difficult role. And while she's already earning early Oscar buzz for portraying the former First Lady in Jackie, Portman reveals her fears, saying, I was definitely worried. I didn't know if I could do an accurate enough impersonation to get people beyond that believability. Well, the movie takes place in the heart-wrenching days after President Kennedy's assassination. The star revealing she wanted to get everything right. Her voice, her accent, and her movements, they're very, very specific. The costumes helped a lot. Wearing the iconic bouffant and the eye makeup and the classic Jackie suit, you feel like a different person. Well, Portman went on to say she never brought the character home with her, telling People, I think men can get away with living in a cabin and talking like President Lincoln for months. You can't really spin that when you're a mom. My kid would be like, what are you doing, Mom? If I was trying to talk to him in a Jackie voice. True. I cannot wait to see her in this role. For more on Natalie Portman's transformation, make sure to pick up a copy of People on newsstands everywhere Friday. All right, moving on to this. Who doesn't love Sex and the City? We all love it. We all miss it. It's one of those shows fans can never get enough of. So much so that rumors started swirling that Samantha's character, played by Kim Cattrall, was going to get her own spin-off show. So when I recently talked to another Sex and the City star, Kristen Davis, aka Charlotte, had to see if those rumors were true. Well, here's what she had to say.
You know, I heard that just last week. I don't know anything about it, but Samantha is a great character. I know nothing, and I thought our general agreement had been that we probably wouldn't do that. But as I said, the whole ride has been kind of unusual. So it's not impossible, I guess, but I hadn't heard that from any reliable source.
Okay, so maybe it was just a rumor.
It could be, but she's a great character. She's a great character.
Interesting. We'll have to wait and see. I would not hate it. I would not hate it. But other than the four main ladies, the real star of Sex and the City was always Carrie Bradshaw's wardrobe, which seemed to kind of transcend into Sarah Jessica Parker's real-life style. And now Kristen Davis is saying SJP's twin girls are starting to follow in their fashionable mom's footsteps. Watch.
Oh, let me tell you, the twins are glamorous.
Really?
Like you would expect them to be.
What's their style like?
They have a lot of style. It's all over the place. You know, it's like one thing and then another thing. But I mean, they're always very interestingly dressed, which is exactly what you'd expect as well. Sarah doesn't, you know, do it. She doesn't push them. They get to choose themselves. They're creative. Yeah, that's really how Sarah Jessica is. You know, she's creative about her dressing. In life, she mixes and matches in ways that you wouldn't expect. Not always quite, you know, in a Carrie type over-the-top way, or I don't mean that in a bad way, but, you know, she's creative, and I think she sees her style as being creative, and I think that's why her style is so unique, and that's what she presents for her daughters.
Carrie Fisher, so Princess Leia, is talking about her affair with Harrison Ford when she was on location.
God, no.
I know.
I don't know if I should know this.
I know. Yeah, did you heard
like
about that, right?
Yeah, but I grew up with them. It's like I know them so well. I don't want to know. I
know, right? His reaction is priceless. That's Rogue One star Diego Luna reacting to Carrie Fisher's reveal from her new book, The Princess Diarist, that she and Harrison Ford had an affair while filming the original 1977 Star Wars. Fisher recently said on the Ellen DeGeneres show that there aren't rules when filming on location. Well, Diego does not seem to agree with that. Watch.
I think we say that because we don't want to accept that we really want to do something. So there's excuses. Location sounds great, like, oh, I was in location, or oh, I was drunk, or, I mean, no, when you do something, you do something, right? And it's because you want to do something, and it can happen in location or just at home or at school or whatever. I didn't read the book, so, and I think I'm not going to read it. because I want to keep the memory as I have it, you know, of the relation of those two. That dynamic in the films is amazing. It's amazing. It's
All right,
so
fair
much
enough.
fun. So I don't want to ruin that.
Yeah.
No, man, can't wait for that movie. All right, stay with us. It's officially Christmas in the White House, and we are taking you inside. Plus, meet this Army veteran who was saved by her service dog, Spirits. Just make sure you have those tissues ready. Stick around.
This is King Cutie in People. His Royal Highness Prince George Alexander Louis of Cambridge. These are George's parents, George's home, his Nana, the Queen, and his staff of 644 Englishmen. This is George's dog Lupo, who inspired his favorite book, The Adventures of the Royal Dog Lupo, one George will share now that he's a big brother. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
I couldn't imagine my life without her. There's no possible way. When I was a kid, I always grew up with dogs. Yeah, but never thought I could have a service dog. I had a collie that grew of old age and didn't understand service dogs till I ran into a couple people and then they told me what they did for them. The Argus Foundation's wonderful because there's a lot of training schools and there's a lot of trainers that they say they are out there. And a lot of them charge, you know, lots of monies or there's a large waiting list. And Argus doesn't charge a dime. They're all volunteer. They're trainers, the placements of the dogs. They follow up with the animals. They follow up with the veteran if they need extra training or the dog needs it. They do that out of their hearts and they give lives back to people that they don't have to do that, and they're giving and saving veterans' lives on a daily basis. I've seen what dogs have done for me and I've seen what dogs have done for other people. I've seen where it's actually saved their lives. I've actually seen where, you know, you go out and you can laugh and you can joke. Whereas before I had her, I was like a lot of the other veterans. You go out and you smile and you put this air on, but you're not genuinely laughing or smiling inside. And it brings tears to my eyes now. She gives that to me. I can actually go out there, and if I partake amongst people or things, I'm actually feeling it and laughing and joking, truly, not just that little fake, let's just pretend out there. She's not just a dog, she's my partner. She's my partner in everything.
Well, guys, 2016 is almost over, so People and the Today Show have teamed up once again to find the absolute best of the best drugstore products that hit shelves this year for the second annual People and Today Beauty Awards, and it's our Toyota People Pick of the Day.
All right, guys. And joining us now to break down 6 of these gotta have and very affordable products is People's Deputy Style Director, Sharon Cantor. Sharon, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Looking good, wearing many of the things already, and we'll get to
Yeah.
that as we break these
I'm
down.
obsessed with all these products already, and you haven't even talked about them yet. I'm so excited. I know I personally can spend hours in a drugstore just staring at the products because there's so many. What was the process like whittling them down to find the best of the best?
So we were looking at the best products of the year, so we only looked at new launches. And I have to tell you, we tried 490 products.
Wow.
That is a lot.
It's a lot, it's a lot. And there was 25 testers, all different ages, skin colors, everything.
Let's start with the first product, that won for Best Drugstore Eyeshadow. All right, this is I've been waiting with bated breath for this revelation. What was the winner here?
The winner was CoverGirl's True Naked Eyeshadow Palette. You don't get one eyeshadow, you get 8. There's a mix of matte and shimmery shades, and you can kind of wear them by themselves, or you can mix them up for a blended smoky eye look. And
Got
it
it.
comes in roses, golds, nudes, everything.
All right, and next up, I want to know the best foundation, 2016 at Drugstore Foundation.
Well, you probably know foundation's so hard to
It's
shop
so
for.
hard, yes.
And so we actually found one that satisfies everything you were looking for. It's weightless, it lasts for hours. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. It's $12.99. It comes in 12 shades and it's completely lightweight. You won't feel like you're wearing cake on your face.
What's amazing is the prices too, because you know how you can spend a fortune on foundation and then
Yeah.
you end up hating it.
I mean,
yeah.
I know that even from just like the things that we do for the
Right.
show, like getting that makeup, you could spend like $1 zillion
Yes.
or nothing,
Or something that works great.
And I'm like, what do I do if I'm on some location shoot somewhere and I don't have makeup?
Yeah.
This is where I relate to this. But something I do know a little bit about Grandpa is actually nail polish.
He does.
I
Yes.
paint my little girls' nails for them, and so I have seen some bad clumpy nail polish, and I've seen some nice light, sort of smooth and easy to apply nail polish. Which one's won?
Well, I love your interest in nail polish. We are really excited about the SE Gel Couture nail polish. I'm wearing it now. It gives you the gel-like finish without getting a gel manicure. So you know how you have to sit under a lamp and get all of that stuff? You're gonna get up to 14 days lasting nail polish with this combination. And it's $11.50.
And you've got it on right now.
And I have it on right now.
Again, so much cheaper than going out and getting the actual gel manicure.
Yeah,
It stays on a lot better.
It stays on for 14 days, and yeah, you don't have to get a pricey manicure or sit under those lamps.
Even if it doesn't stay on, you got the whole bottle at home for $11, so
Right.
go back and reapply.
Right.
All right, up next, body oil. Which one won for that?
So body oil you can use in place of moisturizer after you dry off after the shower. Palmer's Coconut Oil Body Oil Formula 1 for $8. You get this whole thing. It smells like vacation. I put it on.
Oh. You know what, coconut is like, that is really great. Coconut is kind of like the full range anyway. We've got like soap at home that's got coconut. I mean, it's just
Well,
sort of
actually,
like the...
it's so funny you say that. 5 of our 41 winners have coconut oil in them. So it's definitely a hot ingredient of the year.
Yeah, all right. Everyone can relate to a good moisturizer.
Right.
Let's get the winner, the moisturizer winner.
So the moisturizer winner was the Rock Moisturizer. It's 5-in-1. So you can do face, neck, chest, everything. And it has SPF 30. It's $27.99. Our testers said that they saw visible results in 4 weeks, which is amazing.
Wow.
And they say that they've traded in their moisturizers that they spend like $100 and $150 in for this.
Really incredible. Pretty much every moisturizer now has some SPF, don't they? But I mean, 30 is a really strong one. That's great.
30 you should be wearing every day,
Right.
and to give you the maximum protection. You know, like that's the minimum you should be wearing every day. And so the fact that this has it and all those great ingredients is amazing.
All right.
Awesome. And then last but not least, best shampoo and conditioner for fine hair, which I have very fine hair. So how do I get that volume?
Well, you're gonna love this. This is the Tresemme Reverse System shampoo and conditioner. What's so interesting about this is you actually put the conditioner on first. So you put the conditioner on, you wash it out, you put the shampoo on, and then it basically gives you the lift in the body that you need without weighing it down with conditioner. And it's so hard to, when you go into a drugstore and you see the row of shampoos and conditioners, this one really works. Our testers fell in love with it.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to get in the conditioner game, but I'm afraid to add any more volume to this already voluminous.
You're pretty voluminous.
Anyway, is this me?
Oh, really tooting your own horn there.
I thought someone would acknowledge it. I'm sitting right here with this hair. I mean, these are great. Conditioner, guys, you gotta do it. Thanks so much, Sharon, for the scoop on all the winners. It's good to talk to you. Looking good with the nail polish and everything.
Thank you.
For more information on any of these drugstore products, head to people.com or pick up this week's People on newsstands Friday in drugstores, and then you can just go around the drugstore and get the products.
Yeah, it all works.
It works.
So before I get choked up, let me officially kick off our final White House holiday season. This year's holiday theme is the gift of the holidays. And as usual, we're going to be celebrating our country's greatest gifts with special decorations celebrating our military families.
That, of course, is First Lady Michelle Obama ringing in the holiday season Tuesday morning by unveiling the 2016 White House holiday decorations. Now, as the Obamas enter their final Christmas season in the historic home, they chose a holiday theme filled with symbolism, calling it the gift of the holidays, which embodies, quote, the true gifts of life, such as service, friends and family, education, and good health. FLOTUS previewed the decorations before military families, and one special feature this year is a flag display composed of pictures of military families who the Obamas have met on bases and in communities around the world. Now, of course, we've got to see the epic Christmas tree in the Blue Room. Here's what the First Lady had to say about it this year.
We have our 19-foot tall White House Christmas tree. It's really big. They have to take out the chandeliers and rearrange everything just to get the tree in the house. And that's in our Blue Room.
Not only is there a 19-foot Christmas tree, but the decorations wouldn't be complete without the annual White House Gingerbread House, which consists of 150 pounds of gingerbread on the inside and 100 pounds of dough on the outside frame. And for the second year in a row, guys, the house features both the East and the West wings. They went all out this time. I gotta say, the life-size Bo and Sunny, though, those replicas are my favorite. Look at this.
And then somewhere around the house, we have supersized replicas of Bo and Sunny. guarding their presents because we don't let them have their presents. I'm just kidding, they get presents. They're fine.
Super cute and very cool and maybe a little scary. The decorations this year definitely do not disappoint. The majority of the holiday decor was executed by 92 volunteers from across the country, and 90% of the design was environmentally friendly by repurposing ornaments and embellishments that were already in the White House holiday inventory. The decor has been in the works for 6 months and had lots of input from the First Lady. Very cool indeed.
Oh, that makes me so excited for Christmas. All right, guys, it's that time again. The stars are on the move, and we're following them in today's edition of Star Tracks. Dancing with the Stars pro and current Jersey Boys star Mark Ballas tied the knot with longtime love BC Jean Friday, November 25th. The beautiful reception was attended by over 160 guests, including some of Mark's dancing friends, such as Val Chmerkovskiy, Cheryl Burke, Julianne Hough, and her brother Derek Hough, who served as best man. While the always styling couple, who met while performing at a singer-songwriter event over 4 years ago, exchanged I-dos in front of a 100-year-old oak tree, adding to the ceremony's earthy bohemian backdrop. Well, when asked about the nuptials, the new Mrs. Ballas couldn't help but gush, telling people, "We had so much fun. We keep saying we're gonna have to get everyone together again next year to celebrate our anniversary. There was so much dancing." Well, speaking of dancing, with a pro like Mark, how did the duo celebrate their first dance? Well, Mark told People, "At first I thought we'd just stand there and sway to our song, but I ended up putting something together." The adorable couple danced to Coldplay's Magic and even surprised their guests with an Argentine tango. I mean, no pressure, right? If you want to see more of Mark and BC's fairy tale wedding, including their majestic 7-layer cake and her gorgeous 1920s inspired gown, make sure to pick up your copy of People on newsstands everywhere Friday. Now we got an update from everyone's favorite boss. That's right, rock star Bruce Springsteen is looking back on his glory days and telling all in a brand new memoir. Titled Born to Run, the new book, which was released at the end of September, dives into Bruce's classic hits, personal struggles, family dynamics, and more. And get this, an audio version narrated by none other than the boss man himself will be released Tuesday, December 6th. Bruce reveals there was a little bit of anxiety. Unlike your songs where there's always a debate about whether it is or isn't about you, a memoir is about you. You have to get comfortable with that. In the memoir, the boss talks about his up and down struggles with depression and tells people, "Depression was a big enough part of my life where I felt I had to just come across with it. I think that's what drove me to music in the first place. It was an early form of self-medication." And although there's been rumors that Bruce may be retiring from his sold-out concerts and jam-packed tour schedule, the singer says for now he's not going anywhere just yet, revealing, "It's the old story of, okay, let me see. I do a job where thousands of people call my name. Why would I retire from that? And music is a crime of passion. I may not tour as often, or I may until the frickin' wheels fall off." Well, that's certainly very good to hear. If you want to catch the full interview with Bruce, make sure to pick up the new issue of People on newsstands Friday. And those are your Star Tracks for today.
Rogue One, a Star Wars story director, Gareth Edwards, talking about joining the galactic universe. And what I'm most excited about is the fact that Darth Vader is back in the latest Star Wars installment. Check out what Gareth had to say about the Dark Lord's return. Watch.
Darth Vader, you realize, is a collection of different elements, and if you don't have all of them, he's not Darth Vader. It's like, firstly, we have to get the costume right, and when you really analyze it, there's lots of different helmets. Darth had a different helmet, and they refined it. And what's interesting is, as they went, their process got more, better and more perfected. But we wanted it to feel like the original Star Wars, where it wasn't quite perfected, and so we were analyzing all those sculptures and putting all those accidents that happened and trying to make it look like that. And then you have the voice. I was very lucky, got to go to New York and meet James, and he did some audio voice work, and he's so down to earth. I think anyone else in the world, if they had created the voice of probably the most iconic character in the history of cinema, they'd really be owning it and flaunting it, and he's so not bothered by any of that. And on the way here, as I crossed the road, I saw 3 t-shirts with Darth Vader on, or in the windows, because The Force Awakens was coming out. And I was like, do you look at Darth Vader and go, that's me, that is. And he's like, no. It's like, I think that's George, I just did the voice for it a few years back.
And he did the breathing for it too. I don't know. Getting really into it. So excited for that. Now, for any Star Wars fan, George Lucas is a legend. So imagine what it would be like to have him visit the set of your movie. Watch.
I can't imagine being George Lucas and coming to visit a set where they're making Star Wars. And I don't know what, was really going through his brain, but he was incredibly polite and generous and encouraging. And what was really funny is because he's God in Star Wars world and stuff. And if he just went, oh, that's cool, it was like, that's in the movie. You know what I mean? It was like, oh, what's that? It's like, put that in the film. It was like everything he touched, it's in the film, George has blessed it, let's go, And there were definitely some things that were falling away from being in the movie that George liked, and we were like, great. Then they came back front and center. I'd be lying to say I wouldn't be nervous about his opinion of the film, but he's such a nice guy. And I was shocked at how funny he was. He's got a really dry sense of humor that threw us off guard a lot. He would make little jokes and you wouldn't realize he was joking to start with, and he'd be criticizing something and you'd go, oh God, we have to change it, oh my God. And then you'd realize it was a joke and you go,
I was at an event once, and George Lucas was there. There's my name drop. I'll pick the name up later. But to his point, it was like as soon as he walked in, everyone in this jaded group of entertainment people, completely quiet.
Did you meet him? Did you
did. I mean, literally like the dumbest little crawl up to him and hello, sir, I love your movies. First, what do you say new? What's new?
I feel like it'd just be word vomit. Hi.
It probably was, but it was just kind of like this type of thing. He's so iconic, you just subtle and then quietly walk away. There's my story. So let me pick that little up and drop it and put it right back.
That's a good story, though.
Thank you. Coming up tomorrow, we have more from Rogue One star Diego Luna, who Andrea Boehlke talked to. Drop that name. He's dishing as we gear up for the new Star Wars movie. Plus, we have all of Prince Harry's best moments from his trip to the Caribbean.
Yes, thanks for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from Stassi Schroeder from Vanderpump Rules. Enjoy.
Bye, guys.
Hi, I'm Stassi Schroeder from Vanderpump Rules, and this is one last thing. The last text I sent was this morning to Katie Maloney because she thought I went missing last night and sent out a tweet and almost filed a missing persons report. So yeah, I was saying I'm sorry. The last time I laughed so hard I cried was also this morning when Jax and Sheena told me that Katie was about to file a missing persons report. The last time I made a cocktail was probably when I woke up this morning.